Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Hi, this is Tom Osborne. Join me on September 23rd and dine at your favorite local Renza in support of Teammates Mentoring. 10% of Renza sales on September 23rd will benefit your local Teammates Mentoring chapter. Teammates Mentoring helps students reach their full potential by providing a caring adult mentor to meet with them once a week in school. Thank you for your support of Teammates Mentoring. We will see you at Runza on September 23rd.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln. For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of BJ Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Monfisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are live on this beautiful Thursday morning. The birds are chirping. The sun is out. Nick's got his guns out in his Husker shirt.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do, Slim. You were adjusting the microphone one time, and I just seen you go like this with your arm, and you looked at it.
I did not
Yeah, you
look at
did,
it.
a little bit.
I did not.
A little bit. You kind of looked down at your
Certainly
bicep.
not.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I
though,
did. I didn't.
Nick.
I didn't even lift biceps yesterday, so there's not. It's not like I just got a nice little pump in.
Even when you put your hands up like that, you went like this.
No, I did not.
You went like this. If you're looking on the text line.
You blasphemer.
You know what blasphemer means?
I do.
Another biblical term. I'm proud of you. Nick.
Yep.
And did you look up Methuselah?
No, but I went to a Catholic school. We know what this is.
We know what this is. Nick, you did.
I know what it means.
You did look at your bicep. though.
No, I did not.
You went like this.
I did not. You're
Nick, it's okay.
The worst part about this is you come on strong like this, AD.
What's that?
You open the show
Yeah.
and you say something outlandish like this.
That is not outlandish.
It
I
is.
speak truth.
It is, considering now I could whatever I said, it makes me sound either self-centered because I looked at if I did, which I didn't.
Jack Russell just flexed his bicep on
I'm
O
sure-
Street
I'm
right
sure he
there.
did.
You know, you see Jackie waved out the window. Look at the
There
look
he
at
goes.
the
Look
guns,
at Jack.
Jackaroo. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's Farm Bureau strong right there. Seward's best man, defiant as ever. I feel you, big dog.
But now whatever I say, it just sounds like I'm being defensive and it's an excuse. Oh no, I wasn't looking at it.
Why would you feel defensive if you didn't do anything wrong?
But I didn't. I'm
Nick,
saying it
you've
comes
lost-
across
How much weight have you lost now?
a little over 55 pounds.
No, total.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought it was like 61 pounds.
Yeah, I started at 279 and I weighed in on Monday and I was 218. 279 to 218. Started in the week after the Indiana game. Because I took a picture. So it was a picture. Here, this is actually what happened. Well, part one was Big Ten Media Days. I took a picture with the Big Ten Championship trophy last year in Indianapolis, and I thought, oh my gosh, I look like a balloon. It was also a picture with Brad. So Jake Sorensen and I went to a cigar bar in Indianapolis, one that you recommended. I can't remember the name.
Nikki Blaine's.
Mm-hmm. And there was, in that cigar bar, we ran into Todd Blackledge, Brad Nessler, Matt Castle, and a couple of other sports broadcasters that were in there as well that night. Took a picture of them, and I had the picture was like a side profile of me, and I thought, holy cow, I take up the whole picture. So then I was in Indiana, Bloomington for the Indiana game, and there was another picture of myself, Jay Foreman, and Bill Mitchner from Lighthouse. And it was at a place called The Garage, which was in Bloomington, Indiana. And I thought, you know what, Nick, this is you got to figure this out. And then less than a week later, you brought Matt Dow in. We got connected, and it's just been a work in progress ever since.
Nick, you know what it is, bro? It's discipline.
Something like that.
No, it's not. It's not something like that. It is discipline. It ain't motivation. Like I told you, motivation is a visitor. You know what I'm saying? It just comes for a little bit. It's discipline. You do it when you feel like it. You do it when you don't. And I'm proud of you.
Thank
we
you.
joke a lot, but they're definitely proud of you. But
Thank
you were
you.
looking at your bicep. Nevertheless, folks, we are on a bright Thursday morning.
I think it's time for me to throw punch AD.
Well, you could, because I couldn't do much.
All we ever
myself.
talk about is how people are going to come after me.
and you know, we always shout out our boy DF though.
Yeah,
David Freehoff, man, how much has he lost now? 80-something pounds.
Yeah. I don't know the exact number. He'll text us and let us know.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
He's down about 7 decades, man, of pounds, about 70 pounds. I think it's close to 80 actually right now. Folks, we got an awesome show for you. I just seen our guest is coming across the street. He's going to join us for a little while and let us know about an event that's coming up, a very, very, very important event that's coming up Sunday night here in Nebraska, right outside Lincoln. Then at 9:30, we got a lot of college football to discuss. There was that tiff that went on between Coach Lanning of Oregon and Mike Gundy. I'm a man. I'm 40. So he came on, and so they exchanged some words, which was quite interesting, similar to Brian Kelly talking about the math grading and how hard it was that that Jimbo Fisher, not Jimbo Fisher, but Dabo graded them so harshly on. And then at 10 o'clock, we got the Huskers. And folks, we want to know from you. And Jay and Austin Orman and Foreman, of course, talked about it yesterday. They were talking about, is it important at Nebraska how they win this game against the Zips coming up? So we'll discuss that as well with Nebraska. Also, Nebraska's got a big recruiting weekend. A lot of big name recruits that are coming in this weekend at 10:30. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, there you go. Okay, that's a better one.
Boom, boom, boom. Come on, Sarah. Go. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, Sarah, do it again. Boom, 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 boom.
That's enough.
Do you know what that song is, Sarah?
No, I don't.
You just got to think. You just got to guess. You got to guess, Sarah. What is it? Put them headphones on, girl. They ain't going to bite you. Go on, Sarah. Go on, Sarah Reyes. Go ahead, Sarah Reyes.
I don't know.
NFL.
Okay.
It starts tonight.
It does.
It starts tonight.
Dallas Cowboys. There is 5 days of foreign filth football.
Okay.
Tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
We're in it.
Yes,
it is
football.
We're in it.
We are. Field football. It's just off the chains. Folks, we got our guests in. So I'm going to make sure how do you pronounce your last name? Because I always say Reyes or Reyes.
Reyes. So like Ray, yes.
Reyes. Sarah Reyes. Sarah Reyes. Sarah, where did you grow up at?
So I'm from Fairbury.
You're a Jeff.
I'm a Jeff.
You're a Fairbury Jeff.
A Fairbury Jeff, where the red hot dogs come from.
I know a lot of people from Fairbury.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of people from Fairbury. Our good friend, do you know Mike? Did you ever play golf with Mike Steele?
No.
He moved right before I met you. Mike Steele is like Jake in golf.
Gotcha.
Actually, probably better than Jake, because he's like the handicap just goes reverse.
Yeah.
Because it's so good. He's like a
yeah.
plus something, so it's ridiculous. Wow. Yeah, I'm like +2 after 5. I mean, I'm +2 after 1. But nevertheless,
anyway,
Sarah Reyes. Nick's just laughing at me because he was looking at his bicep earlier.
Okay.
He did. So he was fixing the microphone. He went like this.
Not.
He was like, "Isn't that something?" He's looking at his own bicep right there. Sarah,
Nick, you have to deal with this every day.
Every day. You know what AD reminds me of, and I love him to death, but he reminds me of off of Up, where it's the dog,
yes,
and it's just squirrel.
Yes.
I mean, the man is going a million miles an hour a minute. And I just want to say, AD, just take a breath. It's just it's squirrel. It's like, whoa. What do we got going on here?
Okay, so my next question is, are you the old man?
I feel like it at times.
You know how old he is?
How old are you?
I have shoes older than him. He's 24.
Oh my gosh, he's a baby.
He's a kid.
Yes.
He is a baby. And he's talking about, I got too much energy. I'm like, dude, I'm old enough to be your dad and then some.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm not discrediting your energy.
Call me Papa.
No.
Oh my God.
This could get real. Let's talk about this.
That's the equivalent of his Hispanic saying, "Call me Poppy." We're like, we're not going.
Yeah, we don't need to go down that road.
We're not going there.
We don't need to go down that road. This is avoidable.
Call me Papa Chocolate.
No.
Call me
Oh
Papa
my
Chocolate.
gosh, this is.
Papa Chocolate.
You know, I work in HR.
Just say
80,
Papa.
80, 80.
Okay, are we crossing lines?
Yes.
Are we crossing
That
lines?
is HR violation.
Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't come into a staff meeting. Hey, everybody, call me Papa Chocolate.
Yeah, exactly.
That wouldn't fly. Would
No.
it? Sarah, we love to laugh and break it up, but this is obviously a very serious organization that you're a part of on the board. And when I just read the notes that you sent yesterday, definitely appreciate that and you making the time. And I was the one late because Nick's still laughing because he's going to come with Papa Chocolate.
Somebody called you Doug on the text line. Doug the dog. And the dog's name in Up is Doug.
That might be my new name. Dougie Davis.
We might have to. Just Doug.
Sarah, why did you get involved? And first of all, it's an organization, and I read some of the stories and the things that you and your colleagues do, and have been doing it for quite some time. Tell us about it. Why you got involved? First of all, what do you do now?
So I'm the HR manager at Genda Family Services. So if you don't know what that is, we're in the welfare space. So we provide services to children and families that go through CPS. And so high crisis, trauma related, very life-changing, making an impact in our community. So fantastic team, and I love being part of them.
How long have you been with them?
A little over a year.
Okay, absolutely. So you're now you're on the board for Disrupting Traffic. It's with a K at the end. Was there a particular reason why it was a K at the end of traffic?
That's a great question for Brooke. She's the director and founder, but I think it was more to just kind of stand out, and as opposed to traffic with a C, which is a very common term. I think this is a little catchy, and it makes you think and be like, is that a typo or is that meant, on purpose? But, Brooke had been in the human trafficking space for a long time, and she felt like there was a need here in Lincoln, Nebraska, and we're kind of in the hub of human trafficking, right, because of I-80. And so she founded this organization, kind of a small mom and pop space, and she just recruited people that were passionate about. And so how I became involved several years ago, I went on a mission trip to India, and they took us down to the red light district, and I got to see firsthand children, from every age in this industry. And there's a story that I'm going to share with you because I think it really hits home as to why I'm passionate about this. But there was a gal who, made a comment like, wow, you're really young. And she's like, how old are you? And at the time I was in my 30s. And she's like, you look like you're in your 20s. And I said, thank you. Love you already. And I said, how old are you? And she's like, I don't know. And I said, what do you mean? And she's like, I don't know when I was born. I don't have a birth certificate. She came down from some remote village up in India, came down to the city looking for work, and she got into the sex trafficking industry. So she had a child, really had no identity. And so for someone to feel like they don't know who they are, they don't even exist, was such a aha moment for me. This happens internationally, but it's also happening in our own backyard. And so Brooke came to speak at our Rotary meeting. I said, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how I can help, but I want to be a part of it. As a parent, and I know you're a parent as well, I'll be damned if anything like that ever happens to my kids. So how can I help? How can I educate? And how can we get on top of this?
You mentioned the part not knowing her age, like you mentioned, like you don't exist.
Right.
And, we obviously, unfortunately, know it does exist, across the country, across the world. And each month, you mentioned 900 individuals are advertised for commercial sex in Nebraska. 32% of trafficked individuals in Nebraska are minors.
300 kids a month. That's in Nebraska alone. And these numbers are low because a lot of these crimes go unreported for for fear, embarrassment, shame, lack of resources. And so, just thinking 3,600 children could be somebody that we know.
When and Nick, feel free to chime in too, on some of these. And I was reading these again this morning. They're just so sobering. Just the threats that you mentioned if they don't comply, extortion with images, if someone, they get fished into something, you with your speaker. But one of the talking points here you mentioned as well, you're seeing a major uptick in phone calls from social workers, school counselors, and parents, because of social media. People have been exploited because of social media. Talk to us about that and the AI presence of that now.
Yeah. So this weekend we have our annual gala, Defying Darkness, and our guest speaker is John DeMay, whose son was a victim of a sextortion scheme orchestrated by a couple Nigerian brothers. And basically, they use social media to lure him on Instagram and then use AI to create this beautiful female and basically hid behind this image. And we're sending him, inappropriate pictures, asking him to send pictures back. And that's how they got him. And they started extorting him for money. And when he panicked and, felt like he was in a situation he couldn't get out of, he died by suicide. So extremely sad. Horrifying. I can't even imagine as a parent, but it really just hits home as a parent as well, because, nowadays we're handing our kids cell phones at 8, 9, 10 years old. What boundaries are we putting in place? Are we checking to see who they're interacting with? And right now, predators get into games or apps like Roblox, where it's heavy minor traffic. And so they start grooming them, they start manipulating them, they start engaging with them. And pretty soon you have a situation that's, going down a very dark path.
Nowadays, how much easier is it for the predators? I'll say that the predators in these conversations now with social media, and like there's actually it's pretty ridiculous, or it's pretty crazy, because there was just a documentary released on Netflix called Unknown Number, and it speaks about a young guy or a young kid who got catfished because of somebody was talking to them, and maybe it's not directly connected to the sex trafficking and that side of things, but I feel like it all kind of plays a part into nowadays with all the technology. It's easier for predators to find their prey, if you will.
100%. I mean, accessibility, right? From phones to tablets to internet. I mean, it's the way of our world and technology, which is fantastic. But if we don't have guidelines or parameters in place, it becomes a very dark space to be in. I mean, I look at my kids, like I have a 16-month-old at home, and he knows how to turn on my phone. It's like the ability for them to just learn this stuff is just so fascinating, but so scary at the same time.
On the text line here, Kyle Hooper, good morning to Kyle. He goes, my daughter Karina works for Gendra. I applaud you all for what you do.
Well, thank you. I will. It's not me. I will tell you, our leadership is fantastic, that we support the teams out in the field. They're the heroes. They're the ones in the trenches. They're the ones really helping these families. So anything that we can do as a leadership to support them, like, we're all in.
Okay, so walk us through what do those teams do? Like, what are that you can share with us? Obviously, you mentioned like they're out there in the trenches. Kind of what is their role? How are they the heroes in this?
Absolutely. So we are contracted by DHHS. So any case that goes through them, they get contracted out to us. So let's say a child gets pulled from a home because of substance abuse from the parents. We provide supervised visitation services so the parents can actually see their children in a safe space, and also help develop that healthy relationship dynamic, as well as maybe going out into their homes, and maybe it's a cleanliness issue, maybe it's a substance issue, maybe it's a lack of resources, maybe mom or dad need to help finding employment or housing, or maybe they're in a domestic violence situation. Sometimes violence is definitely part of the picture, and so advocating for them, breaking the cycle of trauma, so they're not repeating and passing this on to their children. So our goal is to successfully provide services so they become self-sufficient and they're not back in the system.
Sarah, I had driver's ed. Nick, did you have driver's ed in school? Driver's ed. And there's a lot of time and resources and concern of making sure that we're proper drivers.
Right.
They seemed, like you mentioned, that was a radical concept at the time. Wearing a seatbelt. When I was growing up, I mean, we would, and a lot of our listeners who were 40 plus would know that, there were times you took a nap in the back window, driving. But when you know better, you do better.
Right.
Obviously speed limits increased, cars became faster, et cetera. All those factors go in. With social media, a kid turns X, Y age. And I'm not telling any parent when you should and shouldn't give your kid a phone.
Right.
But I am going to say this. My kids, there were regulators on their phones. I had, parental controls. How important is that for kids Even for teenagers, for parents, be like, you know what? It's not a thing to where you're trying to over parent. You're trying to protect them.
Right.
What are some of the things that you would advise folks that have, adolescent kids? I mean, the reality is this. I see kids walking to school every day that are in elementary with cell phones. I see, obviously, middle school kids, of course, high school kids. What would be your advice to those parents of just ways to monitor their phone in a safe way? Listen, I'm not trying to intrude on your privacy. My job is to protect you.
Correct. I would say it starts with open communication, right?
Mhm.
Letting them know that, like, hey, I'm sharing this with you because I want you to be prepared or just be aware of these things. And so even with my daughters, I'm like, can I check your phone? I want to know your password. I don't really want to know your business, but I want to know if I want to be able to track if I see anything inappropriate or conversations. The other thing to look out is for bullying because of
Yes.
social media.
Yes.
Bullying is it's just a whole nother level.
Mhm.
It could be somebody taking a picture with you unknowing, and all of a sudden it's all over TikTok or all over Instagram. And now the whole school knows. And it has such a spiral effect on our mental health. It impacts children. And so having conversations about what is appropriate, what is not appropriate. There are apps as parents that we can monitor to, see who are they accepting friend requests from, and you having the final say whether they can or cannot friend that individual. So for me, like, I only allow my girls to have friend requests with people that I know and trust, right? If I don't know you, that request is not going to be approved and I have the final say. So I don't need to get into the nitty gritty of the conversations, but I need to be able to have some control of who they're interacting with.
It's really scary where we're at as a society when it comes to technology, accessibility that you mentioned. And with AI, I mean, Nick,
Yeah.
even in the space that we're in, there's something on our group text was like, wait a minute, that's not even, you have to, as broadcasters, you got to make sure, okay, is that a true story?
Yep.
Or was that AI fabricated or AI generated? So it's, and I can't, and that's something that has really no consequence. We're talking sports.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we're talking about people's lives where that young man ended his life of something that was fabricated. He was manipulated. He was catfishing in that thing. It's so scary right now for people, young kids, even as adults as well.
Sarah, so like, I guess we got a couple minutes before we get to break here. What can we do? Like, what in addition to obviously being present in just moments, right? Whether it's a parent, guardian, older sibling, whatever it may be, right? I think there's a role everybody can play. But what else can we do? Because at the end of the day, we know we were all kids, and like I know that when I grew up, and it's even crazier now, but you still do outside of what your parents tell you to do.
Right.
What else can we do to maybe just help the problem?
I would say just start with being aware, right? Awareness brings education. Education brings knowledge. Knowledge is power. And we trickle that down to our kids, and just have an open dialogue, with kids from every level. I'm pretty transparent as a parent, and I feel like the more information I give them, the more prepared they are to handle things. And so that's just how I choose to parent. But just being aware, there's so much information out there. Just make sure the information is reputable. Link up with an organization, or find something that you're passionate about, and go down that path. So again, this presenter on Sunday is going to have some pretty tangible things about what he's been doing and advocating from a legal standpoint. So I'm really excited to hear and see how that kind of takes off.
Sarah, I got some one last question for you. I'm just going to explain when you talk about that parenting standpoint. There's no perfect parents.
Right.
I'm very grateful. I thank God for my parents. May they rest in peace. They were very strict on us. Different time, different era. I knew with my kids in that generation, AD being 27 years old, maybe he's 26. I don't know. He's 26, 27. But nevertheless, I knew during that time, technology hit an all-time high. And I wanted my kids to know, you can always call me.
Correct.
I don't care what time it is. I may not be happy with the call, but you can always call me.
Right.
And there were times that they called me and they were like, Pops, look, this is what went down, man. Yeah. And they knew, because they would say, man, some of the guys that were particular at that time didn't feel safe calling their parents. So they're going to kill us. Well, if you're talking to the same person in the same situation you're in, it's not going to end up well.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? I did some dumb things because I was scared to call the crib. I was like, nah, that ain't going to happen. But my boys will tell you, and my daughter as well, by no means, again, not a perfect father, not a perfect person or parents, but they knew they could always call me. And there were times that they were like, Pops, look, man, thank you so much. And there are things that I told them, you're not going to like to hear this, but this is why I'm doing this. And as they get older, they begin to see it. At least they should. They begin to see why you weren't trying to restrict them. You were trying to protect them, from things that are out there. This Sunday, like I said, we're going to hear John's story that's going to be out there. And the event's going to be at Seven Willows venue.
Yes. So this is a brand new space out in Hickman. It's beautiful. I'm really excited. We have a full house. So there's about 40 tickets still available. Oh, wow. So if you can go onto our website, disruptingtraffic.org/events, you can grab a ticket. But, I'm just, again, powerful story, very relevant to the times that we're in. Supporting a fantastic mission, and would love to see you guys. And if you can't attend, hop onto the website and check them out. And if you feel compelled, support them.
Again, that's at Seven Willows, and that's this Sunday from 4:30 to 8. Yes. Your ticket includes 2 cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, dinner, dessert. You can use the ticket code DEFY15 to get a 15% discount on 2 tickets. And folks, I'm going to, again, that's Seven Willows venue out in Hickman. Starts at 4:30, concludes at 8. Cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, dinner, dessert. And again, you can use your ticket code DEFY15 to get 15% discount on 2 tickets. We will have that on our socials as well, so you can see that to learn more about disrupting traffic. And that's traffic with a K at the end, CK at the end.org to learn more. And again, we will post it on the socials. Sarah, this will your first time, definitely not your last time coming on the show. Thank you so much for the wisdom and the insight, because on a very, very serious subject and a scary subject. Yes, it really is. Thank you so much for what you and your teammates all do. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Folks, we will be back. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had roofing service company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
It's one of the best decisions we ever made, having Bryant install a new water softener. Now our glasses and dishes are crystal clean. We save by using less detergents and softeners, but our clothes and towels will look better and feel softer. For a quality softener system without the hassle of arm-twisting contracts, I suggest choosing Bryant. Call 467-1111 or visit BryantLincoln.com to schedule a free estimate and soften up with Bryant. At Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, we do whatever it takes.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
From the capital to castles, starting this December, fly nonstop from Lincoln to Orlando with service from Breeze Airways. That's right, nonstop flights to Orlando out of LNK are starting this December. You're now just a flight away from Disney World, Universal Studios, Legoland, and the Space Coast. Stretch out and relax on Breeze with complimentary family seating. Book your magical getaway now at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
When the clock strikes 0 after every Nebraska football game, there's only one place to go for instant coverage. Tune in for the Husker After Party Postgame Show on 93.7 The Ticket for each game, win or lose. Call in with all your takes or text the show at 464-5685 and hear quotes from the players and coaches, too. It's the Husker After Party Postgame Show, sponsored by Anderson Ford and Vinny Kreekak of State Farm Insurance.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
Hi, I'm Eli Barnes, Assistant Vice President at Midwest Bank at the 70th and Pioneers and 27th Jamie Lane locations. I love working with families and small businesses right here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Banking shouldn't be complicated, and that's why we make it personal. Whether it's opening your child's first account or securing a loan for your next big step, I'm here to help. Stop in today and say hello. I'd love to meet you. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, welcome back to The Drive. We can't thank Sarah enough from Disrupting Traffic with a K. Again, that's TRAFFICK, Disrupting Traffic. And Nick, when I sent you this information last night, even as I went over, man, it's just sobering to think to where this dude just felt there was no way out other than, you know, a permanent solution to a temporary issue. So, yeah, folks, I mean, be careful out there. Be careful with your kids and the things they're on. And there's just some sick people out there, man. I mean, just some, I've got an experience I'm not going to share because it's a family member, but just was freaked out by it's just sick. There's just a lot of, unfortunately, there's more good, but there are some creepy characters out there, man.
Well, and it's really unfortunate because, I mean, it's been a thing. I asked her the question of, you know, nowadays with social media, it's a lot easier and it's a lot more popular, I should say. But this is even a thing that's gone back to early 2000s, late 2000s, early 2010s. I mean, it's been a thing, and it happens to everybody because you look at the whole catfish incident with Manti Te'o.
That's a great point.
It does not mind or care, or it does not matter if you are a well-known figure, if you're a top-tier college football player, or if you are just some Joe Schmo on the street. And so that's just where, once again, her statement of education is knowledge and knowledge is power. It reigns true. And just, you know, there's things that we can do to at least hopefully minimize the threat to the young people around us.
Mm-hmm. Big shout out to her again. That's Sunday night, 4:30 to 8 at Seven Willows, the new beautiful venue out in Hickman. You can get information. I'm going to tag it on my socials. I know Nick as well will have one from our show as well on there. Speaking of things changing, this NIL money gap. So earlier this week, of course, Oklahoma State takes on Oregon this week, and Gundy made some claims. He says OSU has spent around only $7 million over 3 years, compared to Oregon's alleged $40 million last year alone. Nick, $40 million last year alone.
Yeah.
Phil Knight, obviously, we know that's a factor. He's had money behind for decades. There was rumors that he even had a headset that he could hear plays being called back in the day. Who knows whether that's true or not, but we all know what is true. He has given tens of millions of dollars to his alma mater, the home of Nike, for many years. He just amplified that advantage.
Yeah.
So Gundy floated the idea of non-conference schedules being based on financial tiers.
Yeah.
He's basically saying rich schools should play other rich schools. Nick, what do you think about that?
I think it's all about a matter of how bad you want to win. Oklahoma State has no room to talk. They have one of they got one of the richest boosters of all time. It's just a matter of, well, he chose not to leave his money with the football program.
And I like Gundy. I've always liked Gundy. But didn't you think it was?
I mean, like, I don't understand what's the deal with all these coaches being so froggy. I mean, like, you have Dabo coming out and talking about how it's bad grades, and Brian Kelly, after one win in his first opening game win as head coach of LSU, he's out here talking about, hey, he must be a really bad grader because he obviously didn't watch the second half. I mean, like, now you have Gundy, who a couple of days ago talks about the talent or the money gap. Like, the worst part about the NIL, one of the worst parts, and the new day and age of college football, AD, for me, is that it gives coaches who are making millions of dollars on their own.
Great point.
Gives them a reason to make excuses.
Great point. It's like, you make $300,000 to $500,000 a month.
And now you got rev sharing. Like Matt Rule said it yesterday or 2 days ago. He's like, everybody's got 20 and a half. Everybody has the ability to have 20 and a half.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's got this.
Nick, when the coaches complain, I'm just going to say this. I always take it with a grain. It's always kind of comical to me. Because like I said, Nick, think about that. Every month, anywhere from 250,000 plus is being deposited into your account every 30 freaking days. Don't ever complain about money to me. Now, I know this new landscape, you got to raise money. All right.
Sure.
But get out of this narrative. Well, the rich schools. No, you're all rich.
Like,
if you're coaching a D1 school, you got loot.
D1 Power 4 institution.
Yes, you got money.
It's just a matter of, and this is the conversation we have about Nebraska all the time. And Nebraska has done a good job of figuring out their priorities for the most part of what do you want to prioritize? Do you want to prioritize winning? Or do you want to prioritize saving money?
Mm-hmm.
And in this day and age of college football, if you prioritize the latter, you probably won't win. You can develop your guys, sure. But then guess what? If you can't pony up and you can't pay them, and once again, we're forgetting at the root of all of this, how much value do players bring to universities? At the root of everything, through all the evil, the grime, the gristle, the disgusting pieces of NIL and through revenue sharing, we forget why this is even a thing. It's because for years and years, universities made millions and billions of dollars off of athletes, and they got nothing in return, or very little in return. And sure, there's going to be a small group of people that say, well, Nick, hold on, they got a free education. Yes, they did. However,
that argument no longer holds weight.
It doesn't hold weight, number one. And number two is, just because you are now paying these athletes doesn't mean they don't bring you less value.
Right.
If anything, with social media and everything, they actually bring you more value.
Absolutely. There's way more platforms for them to show the brand, to represent the brand. And I like Lanning's response. I thought it was kind of cheeky, man. He goes, Lanning goes, we spend to win. Some people save to have an excuse for why they don't.
Boom. There it is. Like and that's where
we spend to win. And Nick, that's the day and age we're in. You don't have to like it. You could say it sucks. I don't like this. It's terrible. Well, guess what? It's still the landscape of collegiate sports.
It is. And you have to adapt or die. And we joke about it a lot, but in all reality, in all seriousness, I mean, you have to have a plan going forward. And a lot of times, here's the thing. We understand that just because you spend money, heck, we see it in Nebraska, just because you spend a large sum of money on a roster in whatever sport. And if it's, it's market based and it's sport based, if you're spending a lot in college basketball, whatever it is, we understand that it's not a direct correlation to winning.
Mm-hmm.
How you still have to coach, you still have to manage the game. And the big key of it all, as a coaching staff, you still have to identify the right talent. If you misidentify guys and you pay them these large sums of money, you can sit there and say, yeah, you know what? We paid $30 million for a roster this year, or pick a number out of the sky and say, we paid that number to our roster this year. But if you're bringing in a quarterback that doesn't fit your system, or a quarterback that's not good for the locker room, or a wide receiver that isn't able to stay healthy, if you misidentify guys at key positions, you can spend billions of dollars on a roster and it's not going to equate winning.
You know what, Nick? Here's what I also think, bro. And I know this is true, and you know it's true too, and all of us listening, if you watch sports, even just casually, with these coaches and these teams getting multi-million-dollar talent, 5 stars galore, that'd be like, I go back to my kitchen analogy again. Nick, if me and you went in a 5-star kitchen with, top ingredients, we would cook. You would cook because you're a very good cook. Okay, you can throw some things down.
I dabble.
But I dabble a little bit. So if you dabble in there and it comes out bad, you can't blame the ingredients.
No, it's me.
You're the one preparing, developing, coming up with the recipes.
I left the steak in the oven too long.
That's right.
Why did I cook a steak in the oven?
There's more pressure on you now as a coach when you spend that much and still lose.
Yeah.
So here's the reality, Nick. Coaches right now are going to be, we're going to see how good coaches are based on what they develop, because many of your top tier programs can no longer say, yeah, we just ain't got the talent. No, you just dropped $40 million if you're Oregon in 1 year. You just dropped 20. All teams we know across the Power 4, they got $20 million.
Yep.
So look, no one complain about we don't have the ingredients in the kitchen.
No.
Now, can you cook or not? It's going to show.
And yeah, everybody's got it. It's a matter of, do you want to spend it, which you should, because if there's a specific line in the budget that is categorized to this revenue sharing, then you need to allocate those funds. I don't, and not that Gundy's not the only coach to do this.
Oh no.
But I thought Dan Lanning's response was very accurate. And while it might have been a little cheeky, like you talked about,
I like
it. And I mean, but it's as accurate as of a statement as you can. Yeah, we spend to win, and those that don't give themselves excuses on why they don't win. And that's my thing of, once again, what's your priority? Because guess what? If you spend to win and then you are able to actually win, you do your job as a coaching staff and you identify the right talent, you bring them in, you develop, it meshes well, and you win some games. The payouts from media deals, from additional NIL deals for players, additional brand deals with the university, payouts in postseason play, in playoff matchups, in bowl games, conference championships. Coaches get bonuses for playing in those games. Athletic directors get bonuses for finishing high in the Capital One Cup standings. All of that comes into play. And you have to have your priorities in order. And for Oklahoma State, that tells us that they are opening the door and allowing excuses or the potential to say, hey, you know what? Guess what? If we don't do well, if we're not able to make chicken salad out of chicken bleep, guess what? We have this to fall back on and say, well, we're saving money in this department and we're saving money. So that's why we are not on a level playing field with everybody else, Nick, which is a lazy approach.
It's very lazy approach. And what you talked about, the winning part and how much it impacts everything and how it's an exponential, that thing drives things and builds things exponentially. People open checkbooks, coffers open. They do open. You have more NIL deals, all those things. There was a song in 1987 that Whitney Houston wrote.
I remember it. I'm kidding. What's up?
I was going to say, Nick, I was only 13, so it was called Didn't We Almost Have It All?
Were you listening to it at the skate park?
Well, not really. I didn't really hang out at a skate park.
Not skate park, like skate zone type of thing? Roller rink?
Yeah, roller rink.
Roller rink?
Yeah, coming to a slow jam.
Yeah.
But instead of Didn't We Almost Have It All, I would sub in Winning Solves It All. So you're going to change. And it does. I'm not saying you don't have issues, but man, I tell you what, it's a lot easier when you're winning. You know what I'm saying? Things
absolutely.
You do, people will turn a blind eye at a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Think about this. Think about, a perfect example. Bo, Nebraska's former coach, would go absolutely bat crazy on refs.
Yeah.
Oh, he's out of control. Nick Saban would go crazy. Look at that fire.
Yeah. Look at that passion. That's the guy you want to play for.
Yeah. I mean, he would have a conniption on the sideline.
Yeah.
It was called passion. Why, Nick? Because he was what?
Because he was angry.
No, because he was what? During the season. He was
No,
winning.
and winning. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Okay, sorry.
Yes. Come on, Nick. Come on. Doug. Come on, Nick. Doug.
That's
Doug.
not me.
Come on. Doug is wide awake. Yup, baby. When you're winning, it's always called passion.
Yes.
You think about Hurley. When Hurley was winning the championship.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at all that passion. When he was getting boat race this past year, that guy's out of control. Talking Hurley, the basketball coach there
at UConn. It
shows you winning covers a multitude of faults, man.
Yeah.
It's kind of like in the scripture. Love covers a multitude of faults. Well, in the sports world, winning covers a multitude of faults.
Yeah. You can also, you can get away with a lot more things.
Yes, you can.
As a staff.
People look at you like, I didn't see nothing.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Whatever. Yeah. So I think that, here's the other part of it is, and buckle up, Husker fans, and just fans in general of college football. I wouldn't be surprised if we trend towards an area or in a time frame in the next couple of years to where players get bonuses. There's bonuses,
incentive bonuses.
Incentives
like
and,
coaches.
Why wouldn't you? If Nebraska, if Matt Rule, and I'm pulling these numbers out of thin air, so don't quote me on them, but there's clauses in Matt Rule's contract that if he makes the conference championship game, he gets this amount of money. If he makes, and it's not going to be to the tune of $150K, but who's to say that Dylan Raiola, if he wins the conference championship, can't make an extra $10K on that day, or if who's to say, right? Because think about what that does for the university. If at your key positions, and don't say that like this is a bad idea, because guess what? The Crown just did it. This is the Crown in men's college basketball just did it.
That's true.
So
that's a great point,
don't say that this is farther away than we think.
That's a great point.
Why not say, hey, you know what? Emmett, if you're able to finish the year at over 1,500 or 1,500 yards, you can make an extra $25K. Well, who's to say, right? Because once again, if that's going to drive these guys to perform, to stay healthy, to opt into bowl games, doesn't that make it better for the sport?
Absolutely.
Doesn't that make the competition better? And so I think that there's definitely avenues here to where but we're all trending towards the professional sports motto.
It is. Amateur sports are, I think, a pass in a lot of.
But they got a free scholarship.
Yes. Gingerbread Man, good morning to you. He goes, Ryan Day can throw his headset without penalty. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
He threw the dang thing. Gingerbread, that's a great point, dude. Totally forgot about that. Look at that passion.
Official was like, all right.
Hey, that's Ryan Day, man. He win.
You didn't throw that headset.
I didn't see nothing.
Yeah.
Before we go to
did you see Lou Holtz? Lou Holtz said that he wrote
gosh.
Ryan Day a congratulatory letter at the end of the college football season last year, and Ryan Day did not reply to him. He left Lou Holtz on red, just in form of mail. In form of mail. It was a written letter.
I always give people a pass at times because here's the reality. Maybe he didn't get it. Maybe he didn't.
I don't
get
know. The mail system's pretty locked down. Is it not?
No, what I'm saying, all the
Are you coming after the postal service?
No, I love the postal service. I talk to him every morning when I go over there. I love him. Chrissy, what's happening? Chrissy, I appreciate you, my Color Cougar friend. We went to Color Cougar. We were called Color Cougars.
Doug, calm down. What are you saying?
I didn't call her a cougar. I said
we're done.
I said
Let's go to break.
Cougars. No, hold on.
We need to go to break.
I got to give a shout out to my boy Dan Dixon because we were talking about not Doug. We were talking about Hot Wheels yesterday. Dan Dixon, my neighbor, texted me a picture. He still has the Knight Rider key to his Hot Wheel set, man.
That's awesome.
Still has a Knight Rider key.
Insane.
Nick, you're turning red. Why are you turning so red?
Yeah, you made me uncomfortable here. Before we go to break, I want to tell you about the Lincoln Lancaster. I turned your mic off. We got to get this in. I got to tell you about our friends at the Lincoln Lancaster County Health Department. They've launched Credible Mind, a free confidential mental health platform. Visit and learn more at myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com. An overdose can happen right in front of you, and you might not even realize it. Look for blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, or unresponsiveness. These can all be signs of an overdose, and they can be deadly. myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com. All right, AD, take us away, my friend. Come on,
my name's Doug. We'll be back. It's Doug. We'll be back.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's one of the best decisions we ever made, having Bryant install a new water softener. Now our glasses and dishes are crystal clean. We save by using less detergents and softeners, but our clothes and towels will look better and feel softer. For a quality softener system without the hassle of arm-twisting contracts, I suggest choosing Bryant. Call 467-1111 or visit BryantLincoln.com to schedule a free estimate and soften up with Bryant. At Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, we do whatever it takes.
Hi, I'm Eli Barnes, Assistant Vice President at Midwest Bank at the 70th and Pioneers and 27th and Jamie Lane locations. I love working with families and small businesses right here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Banking shouldn't be complicated, and that's why we make it personal. Whether it's opening your child's first account or securing a loan for your next big step, I'm here to help. Stop in today and say hello. I'd love to meet you. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Oh, Kansas. Here we go.
If I could have it today.
You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history. Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds, 3 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
God can't drive.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 26th through the 28th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Big news, Nebraska. Love Omaha is now Love Nebraska. This is more than just a new name. It's a tribute to what Nebraska represents in the world of volleyball. It's still the same team with the same mission, led by players you know and love. Now backed by a new ownership group led by Jordan Larson. As Love Nebraska, they're entering an exciting new chapter, pushing for a championship title in 2026 and building new opportunities for the next generation of players across the state. They want you with them. Let's show the world how Nebraska plays volleyball. Join the movement at lovebneb.com and sign up to become a Love Nebraska Insider today.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Are your feet just killing you and you feel like all hope is lost? Say goodbye to discomfort and hello to pain relief at Brown's Shoe Fit. They offer expert advice along with high-quality products to help you find the right solution tailored to your specific needs. Need a different width? Not a problem. Brown's carries a wide range of widths in store. Brown's Shoe Fit on 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top-quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Hey guys, it's Nick. We had a great week 1 high school football matchup where Lincoln North Star got the 14-10 win over Lincoln Southwest, but now it's time to turn our attention to one of the best rivalries in Nebraska. This Friday at 8 p.m., join me and Jay Foreman for Lincoln Southeast versus Lincoln Southwest. Southeast is coming in off of a dominating 30-0 win versus Grand Island, while the Silverhawks look to get their first win of the 2025 season. Kickoff is slated for 8 p.m. from Seacrest Field, with pregame coverage beginning at 7:45. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday night for Lincoln Southeast versus Lincoln Southwest, right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer. Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I like that, Nick. I like that. Folks, we're rolling on this beautiful Thursday morning. I gotta love it. What did Culligan J say?
Culligan J.
What did he say?
I feel like every time with Culligan J, and I love Culligan J. It's like one step forward, two steps back with Culligan J. He goes, why would Nick have the ability to shut off mics?
Thank you, Culligan J.
AD should be the one with the keys to that ride, not a youngling like Nick. Someone needs to call HR. One step forward, two steps back with Culligan J.
Culligan J, my man. Thank you for standing up for us older population, man.
Somebody says, love the energy and laughter. Love Doug. We need to, maybe that would be, instead of your little speech or passage at the beginning of the open, or maybe we just need to create a second one. One at the beginning of the show that's more serious, like we have it, and then one at the 10 o'clock hour with Doug, with Doug and whatever mine is.
We got to get his voice in there, man. We
can.
We got to get his voice. Well, Nick, think about it, man.
You.
I'm gonna watch. You know why I love movies like that?
I've been compared to the little chubby kid on the Up. So maybe we just need to have an Up open. The wilderness must be explored.
The wilderness must be explored. Put your face on that little kid and put my face on Doug.
We have people to do that. We have people to take care of that.
We're going to have to make that happen.
We talked about it earlier in a serious light, now in a fun light. AI can be a man's best friend.
Yes, he can. Folks, speaking of friends, this segment is brought to you by our friend Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack has been a well-respected rep since 1999. He can help protect your home, your vehicle, your family, or even your future, even your dog. If you have one dog named Doug, give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you.
What you got for history today, AD?
Nick, I'm going to tell you, okay, we're kicking off the NFL season, okay? All 32 teams got a shot for the championship, for the big rings. But it shows you when you get to the pinnacle and you get to that game, you may never see it again. That's why you see those guys crying after Super Bowls when they lose or win, as far as that goes, because they understood everything that went into it starting back in June. Well, there's one particular guy who I still think is probably, I would say, in my top 3 of just best quarterbacks, best throwers ever. That's Dan Marino. 1994 Miami quarterback Dan Marino throws 5 touchdown passes. 5 touchdown passes. And the Dolphins' 39-35 win over New England sets NFL record with his 18th game of 4 or more touchdown passes. Nick, this is before your time, but man, Marino was a bad boy. But he made it once, never sniffed it again, never got to that Super Bowl again. And so you look at how, now, regardless of what we think about Bill Belichick and the craziness in North Carolina and the blowouts, et cetera, the dude's got 6 rings.
Yeah.
You know, and you think about they got 6 rings and played in how many? Was it 8?
I believe so.
Text line, let us know how many Super Bowls under Belichick. I think it was 8 they played
I believe
in.
so, yeah.
So to think about, he got there.
It's a pretty good percentage.
Heck yeah. I mean, to get there. And the thing, the one that stands out the most to me is when they were absolutely getting the brakes beat off them by Atlanta.
Yeah.
And they were down 22 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was 27-3.
And come back and win. For them to do that is just phenomenal what they've done, man. So again, I mean, what were you going to say, Ben?
Well, I was going to say real quickly for history on my side, on this day in 2021, Nebraska football knocks off Fordham 52-7. They beat Fordham, AD.
Fordham.
I was
wondering where the knocked off part came from. I thought you were going to say something like Monument. My mind was racing.
Fordham. Do you remember any guesses on who led the Huskers in rushing? It was not Adrian Martinez. This guy had 102 rushing yards on 18 attempts. He was a transfer running back from the Pac-12, now Big Ten.
Oh.
Marquise
Stepp.
Marquise Stepp led the Huskers in rushing that day.
That's been
21.
Good gosh, it doesn't seem like it's been that long ago.
I know.
You know, it's kind of like my post this morning. Time, man.
Time.
Time.
There it is.
Time. It's time for us to take a break. We come back. We got Husker Sports. We got a lot of recruits coming in town. I want to get your opinion. Let us know on the ILO text line 402-464-5685. Are you content with Nebraska winning by 7 or 14, or you want to win by the spread 35? And does it matter? I want to get your opinion. We come back. It's The Drive.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
Break out the Lederhosen and raise a stein. Oktoberfest is this Friday at Kincaidor in the Haymarket. Music and food service start at 4 p.m. and the party goes on through the night. Expect cold beer, German eats, and all the Bavarian fun you can handle at Oktoberfest this Friday night at Kincaidor in the Haymarket.
From the capital to castles, starting this December, fly nonstop from Lincoln to Orlando with service from Breeze Airways. That's right, nonstop flights to Orlando out of LNK are starting this December. You're now just a flight away from Disney World, Universal Studios, Legoland, and the Space Coast. Stretch out and relax on Breeze with complimentary family seating. Book your magical getaway now at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Hi, this is Tom Osborne. Join me on September 23rd and dine at your favorite local Renza in support of Teammates Mentoring. 10% of Renza sales on September 23rd will benefit your local Teammates Mentoring chapter. Teammates Mentoring helps students reach their full potential by providing a caring adult mentor to meet with them once a week in school. Thank you for your support of Teammates Mentoring. We will see you at Runza on September 23rd.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
Big news, Nebraska. Love Omaha is now Love Nebraska. This is more than just a new name. It's a tribute to what Nebraska represents in the world of volleyball. It's still the same team with the same mission, led by players you know and love. Now backed by a new ownership group led by Jordan Larson. As Love Nebraska, they're entering an exciting new chapter, pushing for a championship title in 2026 and building new opportunities for the next generation of players across the state. They want you with them. Let's show the world how Nebraska plays volleyball. Join the movement at LOVBNEB.com and sign up to become a Love Nebraska insider today.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of BJ Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. 10 o'clock, top of the hour, 10:08 in the capital city. Hope your morning is off to a great start. There's a dog walking right now. He had like a gray goatee, didn't he?
Wisdom.
That dog has been through some things, man.
Yep. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't stop in and say hi to Doug.
He'd be like, that guy talks too much, man.
My fellow canine.
Play Atomic Dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Folks, we know we have 2 more sleeps until Nebraska takes on the Zip 6:30 Memorial Stadium. There's a lot of games. Me and Nick are going to go into those more tomorrow because the weekend slate is absolutely packed.
Not as good as week one.
Not as good as week one. I would agree. But, man, I tell you what, it's not letting us down much. And if you add in the NFL, it's just a thing of beauty. We'll discuss that at 10:30 as well. But Nebraska takes on the Zips 6:30 on Saturday. A lot of recruits will be in town, which we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
First, that's coming in here.
Can I bring something up real quick?
Absolutely.
So here's my thing with talking about why I think the Big Ten Conference, this is a big picture conversation, AD.
Mm-hmm.
Why the Big Ten Conference and the SEC need to engage in a scheduling agreement. Here's why. So we've seen over the last 2, maybe 3 years, more so 2 years, where there's been a power conference or a power team in the Big Ten face off against a power team in the SEC in the early parts of the year. And we know that the SEC has now transitioned or will transition in 2026 to 9-game conference schedule, 9 conference games, same as the Big Ten Conference there. The SEC also is implementing it to where they have to schedule a high-profile power non-conference opponent year after year as well. The Big Ten currently does not have anything like that in place. But if you look at the ratings, and this is what drives, because TV money, corporate money, viewership, it matters. The ratings came in yesterday for Big Noon Kickoff. Fox's Big Noon Kickoff scored 16.6 million viewers for Ohio State versus Texas. It is the most watched week 1 college football game on any network in history.
Wow.
It is the 3rd most watched regular season college football game ever on Fox. And it peaked at 18.6 million viewers from 3 to 3:15 p.m. Eastern time.
Wow.
So this is what I think is where we're going to trend to, AD, to where we start to see, and I don't see any reason why the Big Ten would be opposed other than unless they're nervous to play them. The SEC and the Big Ten, as the 2 top dogs, need to engage in having a scheduling agreement to where, okay, you're each going to play 9 conference games like the SEC has ponied up. And now it's the Big Ten's turn to pony up and say, similar to the SEC, we're going to require our schools to schedule a high-quality non-con opponent year after year. Because then you're going to get Nebraska versus Tennessee every year. You're going to get Nebraska versus Oklahoma or Nebraska versus Missouri. But also, those might not be the power games, but it's going to then allow Texas to continuously play Ohio State, Oregon to face off against Alabama. It's going to create these incredible matchups
Right.
early in the year that just juice up the entire college football fan base.
Nick, you said at its peak it was 18.
18.6.
Nick, the U.S. population is about, I would say, about 325 million. 2.5 to 3%.
Yeah.
Of the United States population was watching that game.
Yeah. Which is a large amount.
Think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Close to 3% of the United States was watching that game.
Yeah.
That's insane. The amount of
One
eyes
game.
that are on one freaking game.
One game.
One game.
That's just where, once again, like I just think that it's almost irresponsible for the Big Ten, because now, like, the Big Ten at media days, they had all the leverage. Why? Because they were able to look down on the SEC and say, okay, well, the SEC doesn't have 9 conference games. We do. You can say all you want about non-con opponents, but the SEC doesn't have 9 conference games. They're playing Tennessee, Chattanooga in week 11.
Right.
Now they can't say that anymore.
Right.
And now the Big Ten is actually on the other side of it. It's not evenly viewed. It is actually that the SEC starting in 2026 is going to be better, considering that they're still going to require teams to schedule a non-con power opponent. If the Big Ten, or excuse me, if the SEC would have come out and said, nah, we're going to take away the non-conference rule and we're going to play 9 conference games, it'd be just like the Big Ten. Everybody would be on the even playing field. But now the SEC, because of their decision to keep both of those rules in place, because of that decision, they've made the Big Ten look like the weaker scheduling conference of the two. And it's an arms race. And so I don't see a way to where in the next couple of years, we don't see that implemented for the Big Ten Conference.
You see me waving my cup. Is
Yeah.
Ellie, are you listening, Ellie? I don't think she's listening. No. I just, my coffee, it's just, I almost drank all of it, Nick.
That's okay. We got like a 10-minute timeout, 10 minutes till break.
I need some coffee, Nick.
I know you do.
I need some coffee.
Doug, you're fine.
David said here, he goes, I thought you were talking about Black Doug in The Hangover.
Yeah. Yeah.
He goes, I'll be Doug. Folks, Nick, what you're talking about is so crucial, man, in that if they can continue to schedule games like that or somewhat close, and based on what they're trying to do with scheduling, isn't it better for everybody, especially for us as the consumer?
Yeah.
It's better for everybody.
Like,
that way.
imagine being able to go from Texas, Ohio State to Alabama, Oregon to Nebraska, Tennessee, all in one day. In week 1, week 2, week 3.
When you go to that peak part again,
yeah,
you go from 16 to 18.
Yeah,
how big? Looks like I'm cheering somebody right here, doesn't it? But I would love to see that each week. I know, Nick, this week is not as good as last week, but it's still pretty dang good.
Yeah, it's fine.
You got Iowa State, Kansas versus Missouri.
Yeah.
You got in the evening, obviously, Oklahoma versus Michigan. Only the second time they've ever played each other.
And the storylines around Sharon Moore returning back to Oklahoma. Sharon's going to be suspended the following, he
won't be here in Nebraska.
Won't be here the following 2 weeks. So.
There's so many punchlines, well, punchlines too, but storylines, a lot of punchlines, a lot of storylines that'll go into that. We'll dig into that. Nebraska has got some big time recruits coming in for this game. Bill and Ben, we'll get to those. We're definitely going to get to these as well. A lot of good ones in here. 2 of the country's best offensive linemen will be in Lincoln this weekend, ladies and gents. Rivals number 1, 2027 ranked interior offensive lineman Albert Simeon told Rivals on Tuesday morning. A couple of days ago, he'll be at the game. The nation's also number 5, 2028.
Yeah, we're getting old.
We're getting old, brother. But also, you can see they're trying to get these guys out the box.
Well, think about this. It's establishing relationships early.
Look at Trey Taylor. We started recruiting him. What year was it? Sophomore?
It would have been 2 years ago.
2 years ago. So number 5, 2028 offensive tackle Quayle Fielder is also expected to be here. Both Simon and Fielder visited during the summer. They were here. And here's what Simon said to say. He goes, Simon had to say. What did Simon say? Nebraska, like you're just looking at me, just laughing, man. Nebraska has great coaches and people all around supporting the team. It's a great environment to have a football program at. So, Nick, would you say if Nebraska, and I'm not going way back here a little bit, if Nebraska doesn't win the Pinstripe Bowl, put that in perspective for a second. I ain't saying it's a major bowl. Do you think some of the zest is off for some of these recruits if they didn't finish the season out somewhat strong? Now, granted, I ain't saying the season because they lost to Iowa. But I mean, a last chance to kind of showcase what they potentially could do.
I don't think so, because I think it keeps the staff. I mean, the staff is still in place. And we would have seen some of the similar changes to where, Dana's full-time offensive coordinator and John Butler's the defense coordinator. Nothing would have changed there. I think that it allows the coaching staff an actual upper hand, though, to where they're able to then go, hey, this is what we worked on, and this is where we were at.
Mm-hmm.
It's less about talking about potential and talking more about results,
right?
Which certainly benefits. We also have to put into perspective, these guys are so far away from making a decision. So far away from making a decision. But it is encouraging. It's exciting that Nebraska is actually able to get some ground and some momentum in the recruiting game, because they're able to then bring them in. They have to convince them to come in for unofficial visits. These are a lot of these are Nebraska doesn't get to pay their way for these guys.
Mm-hmm.
These are the recruits using their own money, especially in the summer, to actually come in and be a part of it. And so they're willingly choosing. It's not just a free vacation for them.
Nick, it goes back to what you said. You've said many times, now is the time to win, because like we talked about, winning solves a lot of things. It brings more eyeballs to your program. It shows that you're turning that corner. We've heard this ad nauseum. The history of Matt Rule's year 3 at previous stops in Baylor and Temple, etc. Well, you keep winning, these types of things happen. You get some of these top tier recruits that want to come see what's going on. I'm joking, but at the same time, it's true. What's cooking? They got 2 big playmaking receivers that are come in. Miramar, Florida recruit Charles W. Flanagan, standout out of Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh commit, Jacob Thomas is always slated to be in town. Think about that, Nick. He's already committed to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jacob Thomas, but he's going to be in town to visit Nebraska. Let me ask you this. If the tables were turned, would you like one of our recruits? We know it happens.
Yeah.
Do you like that feeling if our recruits go to somebody that's already committed to Nebraska?
I'm sure you hate the feeling, but what can you do?
Nothing you can do about it.
Right? What can you do? Are you gonna pigeonhole them and say, hey, you can't go anywhere? Like, I just think that once again, if you're not hiding anything, if you are truly confident, if you're truly confident in what you say, and if you truly have this program that's we're bigger than any one player or one guy, like you say you have and you want, well then guess what? Yeah, go ahead. Go see if the grass is greener. And when you realize it's not, we'll be waiting for you.
And you know what, Nick? I love that approach, because me personally, it would not bother me, because you know what? I want you to see what's out there. I don't want you to commit here and then wonder what's out there. No, go see it all.
Yeah.
Because like you said, if you're confident in what you have and the facilities we got here, you say, you know what? I will put our facilities and program up as far as facilities, et cetera, against any team of the country. Go have a look.
100%. And I think, once again, it's if you're confident in everything, you're not worried about other guys moving on. And if they choose to move on, then you shake your hand, you tip the cap to the other team, the other program, and you say, okay, you won that battle. We'll get the next one. I think that a lot of it can be said for the same mindset in the transfer portal as well, AD, to where we have to get to a point where if a star player or a notable player leaves, it's not the end of the world.
No.
Right? Like we remember the mentality that we had last year when Prince Will Uman-Miel, there's the string of guys moving on from the portal to the portal, Prince Will Uman-Miel and James Williams, and obviously that, looking back, 2020 vision is
Keona
is
dipped
key.
his feet in there.
Keona dipped his feet in there for a little bit.
Emmett Johnson did.
There was a lot of guys, Jamari Butler as well, MJ Sherman, MJ Sherman moved on. Mekhi Bear, I'm thinking of. Mekhi Bear. We were all sitting there going, oh my gosh, Nebraska's losing a lot. Maybe we're a little concerned about the defense. Yeah, you still can be, but if you're truly running a program first approach, well, then you're going to be fine. Like same with like when Wandale left, and sure, does it kill to lose those guys? Absolutely, it does. But the sun's going to rise the next day, and you're going to find another body to come on in and bring him in there. And at a place like Nebraska, it's not detrimental to lose a guy because you can go out and swing your big stick and say, we're going to go ahead and we can pay the money. We have the facilities to get guys interested, and you just need to have the development abilities.
That development piece is huge. They're also going to bring in the nation's number 4 receiver, Matthew Gregory, as well. And one other prospect that Nebraska's working on is the number 10 edge rusher in KJ Green. Dayton Raiola will be in town, as well as linebacker Jace Reynolds. He'll be back on campus from the class of 2026. So it's a big recruiting weekend.
Couple commits there.
Yeah,
Jace Reynolds
commits.
and obviously Dayton.
Absolutely. And, Matthew Gregory, Nick, I mean, you figure they're bringing in 3 right now, just, big-time recruits. The other teams that are recruiting are Penn State, Syracuse is offered, Rutgers is offered, Pittsburgh is offered, Maryland's offered. I would put our facilities up against any of those in the country. I was just at Penn State. Not say just at. I was back there. I think with 2019. I was at Penn State. Beautiful facilities, and obviously Penn State's number 2 team in the country right now as well. So, like I said, Nebraska, if Nebraska does what they're supposed to do, they'll continue to get looks from these prize recruits or potential recruits like this. And to your point, I have no problem with a guy who's committed here. Me personally, I can't speak for everybody. I'm like, hey, I want you to go see it now rather than get here and say, I wonder what else is out there. No, go see it. I have every bit of confidence that we can stack up with any of those teams in the country. The second part of that, which takes everything else, you got to win.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I absolutely agree. By the way, 402-464-5685, Honda of Lincoln hotline, the Starter Heyman text line are open for you guys the rest of the way. Before we get to break, the Lincoln Lancaster County Health Department introduces Credible Mind, a free online platform for mental well-being. Visit myhealthymind.crediblemindcom anytime. Are you wondering if substance use is becoming a problem for you or somebody that you know? Take the free anonymous assessment. Is your substance use harmful? For instant guidance and resources to support your health. Once again, that's online, myhealthymind.crediblemindcom.
Good morning, Eric. Pittsburgh. I always say Pittsburgh. I'm just going to say the bird, but I always say Pittsburgh. My dad would say
you
it
can't
like
say
that.
your T's.
My dad would always say Pittsburgh. Where are you from, Pops? Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Can you say your T's?
Pittsburgh.
There you go.
Pittsburgh. Or I call it the bird, but I get excited when I say Pittsburgh.
You do get excited.
Maybe because I've seen so many picks thrown by Pittsburgh.
Oh, jeez. Who do they got week 1?
The Jets.
Oh, no, they might not be fine.
12 o'clock noon in New York City.
Aaron Glenn's debut?
Yes. It's
Justin Fields?
I don't know what to expect. We're going to talk about this a lot tomorrow. Yeah.
They allowed Justin Fields to walk?
I still don't feel good about that, man.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. I do.
Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, that's enough.
A lot of stars, a lot of star power on that Jets team.
Yes. Folks, when we come back, we're going to talk about those scores. We'll talk about the NFL tonight as well. The kickoff of that between the Cowboys and the Eagles there at Lincoln Financial Field. It's going to be a great game. I was talking to Pete Ferguson on the way in.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, it's going to be interesting.
Pete's not here anymore. He came in to this
I seen him this morning.
mill.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the thing. He had a Dallas pullover that he said he just bought, and he showed it to me, and I go, hey, I said, Pete.
Had a spot on it.
I said, what's that on the left sleeve? It had 2 stains on the left sleeve. I said, just like the organization. He goes, man, I'm going to have to get back to Fanatics. I said, no, just burn it.
Just burn it. When we come back, want to get your opinions. If the score of Nebraska's game, do you want 7? Do you want by 70? We'll discuss when we come back. It's The Drive.
I'm Kirk Herbstreit, and today I'm eating Raising Cane's. I want a solid bench of 4 chicken fingers, crinkle-cut fries with Texas toast. Now back to you, Todd.
So the usual.
Make Raising Cane's part of your game day lineup.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs have been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Hi, this is Tom Osborne. Join me on September 23rd and dine at your favorite local Renza in support of Teammates Mentoring. 10% of Renza sales on September 23rd will benefit your local Teammates Mentoring chapter. Teammates Mentoring helps students reach their full potential by providing a caring adult mentor to meet with them once a week in school. Thank you for your support of Teammates Mentoring. We will see you at Runza on September 23rd.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. This month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
When only the best will do. Sartor Heyman Jewelers.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. Visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com.
Sartor Heyman Jewelers.
Big news, Nebraska! Love Omaha is now Love Nebraska. This is more than just a new name. It's a tribute to what Nebraska represents in the world of volleyball. It's still the same team with the same mission, led by players you know and love. Now backed by a new ownership group led by Jordan Larson. As Love Nebraska, they're entering an exciting new chapter, pushing for a championship title in 2026 and building new opportunities for the next generation of players across the state. They want you with them. Let's show the world how Nebraska plays volleyball. Join the movement at lovneb.com and sign up to become a Love Nebraska Insider today.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, welcome back on this fantastic Thursday. It is 10:30. 30 minutes left of this fast show. Hopefully the day goes by quick too, Nick. I'm ready to get to watch. I'm just ready to see what Dallas looks like tonight, man.
Yeah, I'm excited. There's a lot of really good week 1 games. Obviously tonight's just the names, the divisional battle between the Eagles and the Cowboys.
Chiefs and Chargers
Chargers tomorrow in
From
Brazil.
Brazil.
I was going to say
San Pablo.
San Paulo.
San Pablo. I call him Pablo.
Well, you should call it San Paulo.
San Paulo.
Brazil.
Like I said, San Paulo.
I don't. I'm gonna be honest. Sunday night, Bills Ravens. Sunday night football, Bills Ravens. Lions Packers in the afternoon on Sunday. There's a lot of really good matchups in the NFL world this weekend.
We got 5 days straight of awesome football, and I cannot wait, man.
Let us know, 402-464-5685. Where will you be watching? Where will you be watching not only the Husker game on Saturday, but the NFL games on Sunday for the most part? Just a friendly reminder, since it's going to be the first one of the year, we will be live from our downtown studio, 1040 O Street. A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. We will be live from 3 hours before kickoff. 3 o'clock will be the start of our A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show right here, 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Come on down, grab a cup of Joe from the mill, come hang out, come see us on your walk over to Memorial Stadium. It's on your way if you park this way. And while you come on down to tailgate, make sure you come on down and say what's up to us while we get you ready for the Huskers and the Zips.
Oh, cannot wait this weekend. I got a cousin. My cousin Philip is coming into town.
Okay.
Tomorrow. He lives in Mobile, Alabama. So they're right in Alabama country, but they're from Nebraska. Moved down there about 82, 81. I could be wrong on that, but I know it was very early 80s. I was a kid. But Philip is his first Nebraska football game. Home game.
Is that right?
They've gone to a lot of bowl games. My brother Marcus went with them before at bowl games when my brother was on the football team.
Yeah.
As the manager, we travel. So they've been to away games, bowl games, but they've never been to a Nebraska. He's never been to a Nebraska home game.
That's fun.
So I might make some calls down there.
100%.
We're going to both see some things at the same time because I haven't been down there since I think the last time I went to the stadium, Nick.
Well, it's Colorado last year.
That was the last time. And I didn't even tour the stuff, man. And I just need to do it. But so safe travels to my cousin Philip coming up from Mobile, Alabama to come watch the game. Nick, with the game,
we've also been notified that we potentially may be broadcasting live from the Kindler Hotel.
Oh, nice.
Remember, last year we would alternate segments out there as well. Kindler Hotel is a great friend of ours.
Yes.
By the way, that's the spot where if you know of anybody that's coming in and traveling for Husker football games into Lincoln, that's the place to visit. That's the place to get set up in. You got great spots, great restaurants right around it. We got us close by. The coffee shop with the mill is close by, and you're just steps away from Memorial Stadium. However, get them fast. Book it fast. KindlerHotel.com, because here's the deal. The Kindler is exceptional. That is where Husker football recruits gets put up. So that is an exceptional partner, exceptional friend of ours at the station.
Sanderson, happy early birthday to your brother. He goes home Sunday on my birthday. Sanderson, appreciate you. Love you, brother. Hope all is well. And happy early birthday to you on Sunday. He's going to watch from home. Nick, Jay and Orman, I love the name of their show, Foreman and Orman. And they always do a great job. Jay did his chalk talk yesterday.
Yeah, with the whiteboard.
That was really
Wednesday.
cool. And I'm going to tell you something right now. There's a lot of folks in all of us, our crew, we joke quite a bit, but I'm telling you, you're not going to find anyone, in my opinion, I can't say anyone, but I'm saying, at least here at the station, that knows football better than Jay Foreman. Jay is an architect of football. He knows how to dissect things, break it down. I mean, he's like a mad science. I'll be seeing something. I'll be like, Jay, what in the world is that? I'm just like, I have no idea what you said. That's probably why he played so long in the league, and I didn't even play in college. But nevertheless,
he suited up.
Yeah, I suited up, had a uniform. But Jay, all due seriousness, Jay is a mad scientist with that chalkboard, describing things. And they talked about this yesterday. And obviously, Austin is just, you guys are, like I said, you guys teach me all the time, preparation, what to look for. And Austin's always got a bunch of background and information and stats. And him and Jay had a great point yesterday on how to, what would please you with a win on Sunday?
Yeah.
I mean, on Saturday. First of all, a win's a win. I mean, I'll take it. But I think it went deeper than that. Do you think Nebraska covers the spread?
Well, it's 34.5. Nebraska.
Will it matter to you?
It won't. It won't. I think that there's a lot of things that to where I'm not going to worry about the spread at all for this game. It's similar to the Penn State Nevada game last week where it was like a 40-some point spread, or a couple years ago, Michigan was a 49-point favorite against Hawaii. You can play a completely 100 fundamentally sound football game and not win by 49. Right? Like Nebraska could, there's an avenue here for Nebraska to go out, take care of business, be very, very business-like, and take care of it. And Nebraska wins 35-7,
Mhm.
38-7. And by the spread definition, you don't cover. But none of us were sitting there ever and saying, okay, you know what? Nebraska never really got close. So we're good there. So I just think that ultimately, I don't concern myself with the spread. I think Nebraska wins this one very comfortably. I think we see most of Nebraska's starters out by the start of the fourth quarter. And I think that Nebraska is able to kind of not cruise, but I guess cruise into next week's game against Houston Christian.
Nick, I remember the days when you would see all the starters, usually midway through the third quarter, with their shoulder pads off, on the sideline, talking, signing some autographs, etc. Now, I'm speaking of a different time. I know that. Nebraska needs to get back to that with the teams they should beat. And
100%.
like I said, and whether that happens this Saturday, I don't know, Nick, because I'm still figuring out who this team is. I think they're still figuring out who they are. And quite honestly, Nick, this team is still learning how to play with to play together as a unit, defensively and offensively. So to me, now I will say this. I can't call it what the score is. I don't really care if they hit the spread. However, I would say this. It would show a step in the direction they should be going to beat the teams you're supposed to beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Does it have to be by 34? For me, it doesn't.
Saturday,
but I tell you what, you may not be no doggone nail biter going into the fourth quarter either.
Saturday should be a low drama evening for Husker fans.
It should be a country drive. You just get in the car and go for a drive. Not a lot of stress. But I'm going to say this, though. Akron's not going to come in here and lay down. And we're going to talk more about that tomorrow. Nick,
maybe.
No,
they're not going to lay down. No.
They're not going to lay down. So you have to lay them down. It's like Jay always says, put heads to bed.
Yeah.
Nebraska has to put their heads to bed. Because Nick, I'm like me and you as toddlers. We hated to go to bed. Akron is not going to come here and say, okay, let's go night-night. No, you have to say, night-night.
Yeah.
You got to go put them night-night. So they're going to have to come in here, exert their will. They have more depth. They have more talent. Now, you can't lower your skills to the level of the competition. And that is something me and you both know Nebraska has done that in the past. You have to lay these guys' heads to bed early.
It feels like a big opportunity for Nebraska to showcase execution. And that's where, I guess, overall, when I say, okay, Saturday against Akron, they might play a fundamentally sound football game and might not win by 30. And that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is once again, it's the execution. How's the execution look? Do you have a second consecutive game with less than 4 or 5 penalties? Do you have a second consecutive game with no turnovers, right? Do you have it to where you're maybe able to open up the playbook a little bit and there's more balance across the board for guys like Mekhi Nelson, Isaiah Mosey, and Cortez Mills on the perimeter? How does a guy like Heinrich Harburg look as he continues to kind of morph into the tight end role? How does Carter Nelson look? With Janiron Bonner not able to go for the rest of the year? There's a lot here from that execution standpoint that, once again, as Nebraska works through some of those growing pains and the evolution of their program and their roster of the season, when they want to play guys, the front four, we talked a lot of offense there. The front four defensively, are they able to get to a quarterback against an inferior opponent like Akron? Through that all, how does the execution look? That's what I'm most interested in. And I think this is a game. These next 2 games really are where you can learn a lot.
Nick, my heart just really goes out for Bonner, man. Been praying for that kid and goes out. And I just, you get your first game. And think about Mackey. Not even the first.
Markway.
Markway. Not even the first game and you're already out. Psychologically, that takes a lot on you, man.
And what's so unfortunate about Mac Markway is that it wasn't because he re-injured it. It was because the surgery was unsuccessful.
Exactly.
Something happened with the surgery previously that it made it unsuccessful. That's what was really unfortunate, because if you remember, the way that Matt Rule kind of phrased it to us was that the surgery happened, and when he got out there, it started to swell up after practice. It wasn't that he got injured it again. It just started swelling up after practice, and they realized that the surgery was a failure, so he had to get it fixed again. So that's where it's really unfortunate.
Well, folks, we know we got the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles tonight. That game is going to be on, I think it's at NBC or ABC. I think it's, I looked at it early this morning. It's going to be on TV, put it that way. It
wouldn't be on ABC. I would imagine it's on NBC.
I think it's on NBC, but nevertheless, that game comes on at 7.
Of course, my phone's lagging.
Yeah. It's going to be on tonight, 7 o'clock.
NBC.
NBC. Eagles are 8.5-point favorite in that game. It's going to be interesting. And Lincoln Financial Field, man, they're going to be nice. And, Super Bowl presentations and all the rest of that. It's going to be an amazing atmosphere there in Philly tonight. Yep. I'm sure that jail will have full occupancy after the game, win, lose, or draw in Philly. If you've never been to Philly before, you don't know what I'm talking about. If you have, Philly is a different spot, man. Yeah. That is for sure. So that game's at 7 o'clock tonight.
I think we both will probably select Eagles in that one, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think so. I think that spread's about right.
Yeah. And so, I mean, the Cowboys defense, it'll be interesting. First game for Brian Schottenheimer for the Dallas Cowboys there. And so we'll see. I mean, once again, they moved on at the running back position. They're ushering in guys like a Javonte Williams at that running back spot. But we also know that they went out and got George Pickens.
Right.
And so you have Pickens on one side, CeeDee Lamb on the other. So we'll see what that Dallas offense looks like with Dak still at the helm there under center. Well, defense is going to be interesting without Micah Parsons, though.
You know what, Nick? I was telling Pete this morning, this Pete Ferguson. And by the way, check out his show on Sunday mornings, 11 to 12, Bigger Than the Score. In that, I think I'm just going to say Pittsburgh. You know what's on my mind. I was going to say Dallas could come out in one of two ways, like every team as far as it goes. But Dallas can either come out and just say, you know what, all of this drama is just going to drive us closer together, or it's still not under their system and they're still lost.
Yeah,
I don't see it being either way. I don't see it being maybe in between. Either they're going to come out gangbusters in tight game, or they're going to get the brakes beat off of them.
Yeah, I'm really interested. And then also for Philadelphia, right? Like you're gonna have your ring ceremony. What's it gonna do? What's it gonna look like? A quarterback that hasn't been talked a lot about this year this offseason has been Jalen Hurts. What's Jalen Hurts' situation look like over there on the other side? So I'm the Philadelphia Eagles offensively can be so good because they have two guys that could be wide receiver one in a lot of places, and Devontae Smith, and then obviously AJ Brown on the other side. They're just deadly.
You got Saquon back there keeping it even.
That's right. Yeah,
It's dangerous.
Can't take a play off, and so it's an exciting time. NFL season's here though, and it gets better. Chiefs Chargers tomorrow. Husker a college football day on Saturday, and then all NFL on Sunday.
Praise the Lord, football is back. Pete Ferguson says, "How can you be Big Swim and pick the Eagles?"
What does that have anything to do with it?
Pete, I'm not sure what the correlation is.
What's that have to do with Big Swim in Dallas?
Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Pete, Pete.
Pete has a lot of inside jokes that he doesn't let people know about.
Well, I'm gonna say, but Pete, there's a lot of inner turmoil going on with Pete right now. You got to pray for Pete. He's got a stain on his new Dallas pullover.
That's right.
He doesn't know what Dallas team is. Are they going to be dysfunctional Dallas or dominant Dallas?
That is right.
He has a very, very, very dysfunctional relationship with Dallas. And a lot of the Cowboys fans, it's a very dysfunctional relationship. It's very one-sided. There's constant drama, but I would love to see a good game. And like I told you, Swim, I don't dislike Dallas. I like that. I like CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with it.
But it's just their ownership is just so deranged at times, man. It'd be tough to be a Cowboys fan, that's for sure.
Yep.
Folks, when we come back, we got the 80 attitude adjustment on this tremendous Thursday. We'll be right back.
Break out the Lederhosen and raise a stein. Oktoberfest is this Friday at Kincaidor in the Haymarket. Music and food service start at 4 p.m. and the party goes on through the night. Expect cold beer, German eats, and all the Bavarian fun you can handle at Oktoberfest this Friday night at Kincaidor in the Haymarket.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to Oak Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Are your feet just killing you and you feel like all hope is lost? Say goodbye to discomfort and hello to pain relief at Brown's Shoe Fit. They offer expert advice along with high-quality products to help you find the right solution tailored to your specific needs. Need a different width? Not a problem. Brown's carries a wide range of widths in store. Brown's Shoe Fit on 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Attention all Wings fans, Buffalo Wings and Rings has daily specials that will make you want to stop in on all days of the week. Kids eat free on Mondays, and on Tuesdays enjoy 40% off boneless or traditional wings at a price that makes the whole family happy. And come back on Wednesdays for $1.39 chicken tenders all day long. Get to Wings and Rings today, 68th and O or in Williamsburg Village.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O. Sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel.
I'm Kirk Herbstreit, and today I'm eating Raising Cane's. I want a solid bench of 4 chicken fingers, crinkle cut fries with Texas toast. Now back to you, Todd.
So the usual.
Make Raising Cane's part of your game day lineup.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years. 93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Oh, Kansas.
Here we go. Second half today.
You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history. Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds. 3 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
God can't drive.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 26th through the 28th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer. Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. Last quick segment, AD Attitude Adjustment. Thanks for riding with One Lane Swim, or otherwise the kid in the movie Up with Two Red Cheeks, rosy red cheeks on his face, that is. And also Doug, not Black Doug DF, but that guy too from The Hangover.
Just Doug the dog.
What is something that Doug the dog said, man? I can't think of anything, but he was just always there.
He was just always around.
My master.
Yeah.
We got to get some Doug lines, man. We got to find some Doug lines, dog.
The Doug dog. Hey, just looking at it makes me laugh. Just looking at it makes me laugh.
You know who that dog reminds me of? My in-laws got a dog, a lab back at the farm, and the dog's name is Pumpkin. And Pumpkin just always looks at you, always wants to hop on the four-wheeler with me, or the Art Attack, whatever the heck you call that thing, Ranger. They got like a stretch version of it though, so she'll hop right on there, just roll with me. But we gotta get a picture of Doug, man. We gotta get Dougie fresh.
Some of the my name is Doug. I have just met you, and I love you. I was hiding under your porch because I love you. Oh please be my prisoner. That's what it says. That's what he did to the peacock. That's what
I was hiding under your porch
because I love you.
You know, I'm speaking for Keaton, my son Keaton. It reminds me of my kids because, man, I was probably one of the goofiest dads ever. Remember that shark, Bruce?
Yes.
Nemo? Well, they had this Bruce puppet, and I would put my hand inside. I'm like, when I go to bed at night, I'm like, hello, my name's Bruce.
Fish are friends, not food.
They're like, Daddy, stop. I like brown skin. I love brown meat. And I was like, my name's Bruce. And they was like, Daddy, no. Shut up.
Daddy's doing an impression, and you're going to appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I got to watch some Doug, man.
That'd be funny.
Got to watch some Doug.
David says, why can't it be Black Doug? Why does it have to be White Doug? It's not. It's neither. It's Golden Doug. He's a Golden Retriever.
Golden Doug.
It's Golden Doug.
Golden
What do you got today, AD?
All right. What we got today? I posted it this morning talking about time. Nick, I'm going to start calling you at 3:30 when I get up in the morning, man.
Go ahead.
3:45, call you.
Go ahead. You'll hear my voicemail.
You're going to get, this is Nick Sainer, a.k.a. Swim.
You're going to get my voicemail. Please leave a message at the beep.
Yeah, William Pate, yes. He goes, what about when he says, I can smell you?
Oh, man.
Folks, time is a thief. It truly is a thief. But here's the thing. Too many of us are handing it the keys to steal from us. Every time I procrastinate, you procrastinate. Scroll endlessly. Minutes we're losing momentum, memories, and meaning. Ultimately, folks, we lose life when we wait on things to get done. So don't be an accomplice to wasted time. I've allowed myself, speaking of me, too many countless times where I've stole precious time away. So have an attitude of urgency. That doesn't mean rushing through life, not enjoying the great things, but it means recognizing opportunities have an expiration date, folks, and so do I, and so do you. Relationships, dreams, goals, even our health, they won't wait forever. Today is the only thing that's guaranteed to you right now, this present, this moment. Don't waste it. Have an attitude of urgency. Nick, great show tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
It's game day eve tomorrow.
We're going to be able to talk NFL football.
Yes.
Exciting. We have 2 high school games on the ticket tomorrow.
What game you guys calling?
North Platte, Lincoln East in the afternoon at 4:30. Lincoln Southeast, Lincoln Southwest at 8 p.m. Doubleheader tomorrow.
Are you calling both of those games?
Yes, sir.
He's got a full one. You and the Hall of Famer? Absolutely. Can't wait. Folks, we'll ride with you tomorrow. Next up is one-on-one with DP. Drive.
I'm Kirk Herbstreit, and today I'm eating Raising Cane's. I want a solid bench of 4 chicken fingers, crinkle cut fries with Texas toast. Now back to you, Todd.
So the usual.
Make Raising Cane's part of your game day lineup.
Big news, Nebraska. Love Omaha is now Love Nebraska. This is more than just a new name. It's a tribute to what Nebraska represents in the world of volleyball. It's still the same team with the same mission, led by players you know and love. Now backed by a new ownership group led by Jordan Larson. As Love Nebraska, they're entering an exciting new chapter, pushing for a championship title in 2026 and building new opportunities for the next generation of players across the state. They want you with them. Let's show the world how Nebraska plays volleyball. Join the movement at lovneb.com and sign up to become a Love Nebraska insider today.
Break out the lederhosen and raise a stein. Oktoberfest is this Friday at Kincaidor in the Haymarket. Music and food service start at 4 p.m. and the party goes on through the night. Expect cold beer, German eats, and all the Bavarian fun you can handle at Oktoberfest this Friday night at Kincaidor in the Haymarket. Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Join LES at 6 p.m. Thursday, October 9th at the LES Operations Center to learn about the utilities' proposed 2026 budget and electric rates, and share your input at the annual public meeting. Learn more at les.com.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors.